Welcome everybody, we're entering game number 2 of this series between eGpuma. He is the red Terran now instead of the blue Terran. Red Terran in the top right going up against oGsMC. He is the Protoss in the bottom left, and we are seeing the good game, good luck from MC. And we are on, Puma provides with the full spelled out good game, fancy pants from eGpuma. So we are on Xel'Naga Caverns. It is Xel'Naga Caverns, which makes me think that these games are probably from some kind of European tournament. So we're going to see what happens. We are watching as this is Xel'Naga Caverns, and you have your good old natural expansion. Back door is so important, but a lot of people usually block those off with pylons or supply depots. Some Terrans actually build an engineering bay over there, and some guys, when they expand to their third, build a command center in this spot down here to float and block that pattern. We'll see what the guys are going to be doing. Both these guys did very fast expansions in the last game. Puma went for a reactor, then pull off your guys from the gas into command center for his version of his one racks expand. MC just went for a very normal one gate expand, and then you went into a 4 gate plus robo type of play, but you didn't really use the robo for much besides observers. He was working getting close at the end of the game, but just wasn't enough. Puma's army management and his upgrades were incredibly solid, so he did end up victorious. And the map for that was GSL Terminus SE. So on Xel'Naga Caverns, we'll see what the guys are going to be able to do. There are a lot of issues when Terran actually manages to get the gold base that Protoss and Zergs get, and have a hard time dealing with the influx of Marines and trying to deal with that. So MC does have his own opportunity to expand to that as well. Getting the third base at the gold base is a very strategic thing to do because it almost forces your opponent to be aggressive. And if you can keep yourself in a good entrenched defensive position that plays for the later game, that gold base is so pivotal because you can just have so much more ways to build units. Just think about zealots and marines, cannons, more bases, because after all, Nexus is cost and command center is cost, minerals only. There are a lot of openings that the gold base will allow you to do that you can't do with just a normal blue mineral field. So there's MC with his gateway. There's the assimilator. So now around here, there's the barracks going down, and he wasn't able to block it off. So MC, I'm on speed less than what it should be. I was noticing that with the probe going there. So now there's the probe running around, going to be very, very pesky. So now I'm just going to ignore my little brain fart and the fact that I was just talking and realized that my speed was on a little bit lower than it should have been. But still, now we're on faster, so we can just pardon that. So Puma is running around, and I'm going to actually quickly make a note myself to actually fix that. Alright, but now, so guys, we're going to continue watching as he's going to be doing on... where is that probe? There's the probe. Probe's going to go ahead and continue scouting, and hopefully I do remember to put this little annotation in my YouTube video saying that this starts on normal for a little bit, but don't worry about it. So now, Puma's actually not going to end up being a supply block, even though he did get the supply depot down there. It was actually meant to block the scout, but it just wasn't at the right time to do that. So Puma's going for his factory. Could be seeing a 1-1-1 from him. Maybe Blue Flame Hellions, since they're about to get nerfed, which is going to be very interesting to see. So Puma, no second gas quite yet. They could easily go for a tech lab after this factory, and then work on work on getting out enough to get his Infernal Reigniter upgrade and just build Hellions out of it. It's a very, very solid thing to do. Blue Flame Hellions are incredibly powerful. Let's watch what MC is going to be doing in this game. As he's got a lot of pros. He's really focused on the colony right now. Still only on one gate, currently missing out this Stalker. Looks like he was going for another 1 gate expand, even on Xel'Naga Caverns. This is a very uncharacteristic thing to do as a Protoss. Normally you don't do that in this match just because rushes are so common. You can easily just do 2 or 3 racks from your Terran, and then you just prevent the Nexus. You just make it cancel. But for him, Puma has got his tech lab onto his factory. He's actually getting out a starport. It's probably a possibly Banshee play, unless you're going to start building something out of this factory. Oh, so it looks like it probably will be Banshees. So this 1 gate expand is going to need to worry about Cloak, which is not good. So Puma does have a full mining coming out of those refineries. He won't have enough to get a Banshee and Cloak directly upon the starport finishing, but he could easily get one or the other. 200 the cost for Cloak. Will he get that first? Looks like he will immediately go for Cloak. So his is eventually a little bit delayed, but when it comes out, probably should have cloak, or at least close to it by the time it gets over to MC's base. So could easily do a lot of damage. It's gonna be Robo. Yes, Robo out from MC. I like this one get expand from him. He's gonna be covered from the Banshee, and there is the warp gate. Looks like he actually didn't crumbs that warp gate really that much or at all. That's so well timed out. All those gateways finishes, and then the warp gate finishes, and he gets 3 warp gates out, and then the Robo's gonna come along the way. He's gonna be able to get observers and hopefully be able to finish this cloak Banshee. This is a very good test for MC's 1-gate expand and how it can deal with cloak Banshees. Factory is getting out another tech lab, possibly to switch with a barracks, possibly for tanks or Hellions. I don't see any armories out, so it's not going to be Thor's, but no expansions out for Puma right now. He's very, very clearly one-basing it at the moment. He's got 3 barracks, starport, and a factory. So now there's going to be the cloak going to finish. It's actually basically doing this for the 1 Banshee, trying to force out more observers, force out other things from MC that the cloak would then be able to threaten later on in the game. So there is the observer, the first observer. Will he get another one? I would very much hope that he'll get another one. Right now he's just bringing to the natural expansion. No second observer quite yet. No third and fourth gases, just the 1 and 2. But the observer seems to not be in a horrible position, as it's going to be able to meet this Banshee immediately, and there's going to be the attacking, and there's the cloak, and it's still going to get attacked, and Puma gets completely and easily 100% thwarted, not able to do any damage whatsoever. Just cloaks, takes a hit, and pulls away. So that's pretty much the best Banshee defense you can possibly have for the first attack, is to have literally not fire a single shot. So there we see MC dancing around with this probe, going to try and actually salvage up the bunker. Going to have this probe just dance around, look for the expansion play from Puma, but no, there's no such thing. And looks like we see a very strong 1-base push from Puma. A lot of Marines are going to be out, but it looks like they're going to be no upgrades. There's 45 health, and nothing beyond that. There is a siege tank. Siege mode is being produced, so this is going to be hard to deal with. Puma is not expanding at all, and he's not going to attack. There we go. The siege tank's going to kill off that guy, and here comes all the SCVs. Oh, huge SCV push, but the siege mode's not going to be finished for another 40 seconds, and he's going to have to hang around these towers, get in a good position to actually defend this, but MC is getting out Immortals. He's got an Observer and then Immortals coming out. He's seen this as a full-on 1-base, and he's going to try and defend this the best he possibly can. This is a very hard thing to do. Although 1-gate expand gives the economy to actually be able to hold this in certain circumstances. There is 1 Banshee. I don't know why he's not repairing it. Oh, he is repairing it. Those SCVs are on auto repair. You really might want to just let them stay there and start repairing the Banshee. It's going to be hard to deal with for MC. He doesn't have that many Zealots. He's got a lot of Stalkers, 2 Immortals, and get them to focus fire down the siege tank. The siege tank is very forward. I was going to try and coax these guys to come in, and there it is. Bunkers are going to start being made too. MC might want to try and snipe off that SCV building the bunker, but he's going to lose this Nexus, it seems. There it is. It goes down. Bunker's going to get cancelled. It doesn't get cancelled, though. It gets killed. But still, this Nexus is dead. MC now has a lot of Zealots, bringing them in. 3 Immortals are on the field now, and here comes the siege tanks attacking. The siege mode is still there. Going to continue pushing in. There's this Banshee. It's not cloaked. It's still there. Raven is at the point defense thrown out, soaking up so much damage. Oh my god, the damage that has been taken by MC is ridiculous, but he still has those 3 Immortals. These units are still there, so going to be careful, and now we're going to see as the Banshee is now cloaking, but there's still an Observer in play, so that Banshee goes bye-bye, and that is a good amount of DPS gone from Puma. And now Puma is just streaming units down there. He is not actually doing much else, but there's some great force kills from MC. You see another one. It didn't finish it off, but still, that's a lot of damage taken by those Marines that have no upgrades, no stim, nothing. 4 Immortals doing a great job of just tanking damage. Zealots are moving very forward. This bunker is getting closer and closer to being completed. It did take a shot or 2, but still, it's very, very much in health. And now all this SCVs get repaired too. But that's not going to last for long. The bunker is still going to be made. It's about to complete. They actually should be able to get Marines in it. There it goes. But it's just, there's so many Immortals that's not going to matter. They get taken out. It looks like MC's going to defend. There are 3 Immortals there. They're going to try and pull back at this guy, keep him alive. But Oh my god, MC defended this. Very well done. Goodbye to this point defense drone. And MC's going to continue trying to track these guys down. Where's the follow from Puma? He has no expansion quite yet. Looks like he might just go ahead and try and just make more waves of this. But MC's immortal usage is great. Look at the kills that they have. 10, 7, and 5. 22 kills is insane for that. Now we're having these Stalkers 3, 3, and 2 just moving in just so cost effective with MC's units. The Zealots tanked so much and then everything closed the gap. Bunkers were not able to be out there. Now MC has got a very healthy saturation of probes. He's got a lead. He's got the maximum amount of income you could possibly have off of one base. So props to him for that. Puma's now got a defensive siege tank over here. He's getting out more. He might just continue with this one base pushing. You can see MC is expanding once again. Something that Puma's going to be able to do is when he mines this out, just lift off his old command, float it to his natural expansion, and then just use that and have full income. MC is going to have to try and get this expansion up because he needs to keep this now. It's already been taken out once, and that is a fair loss. You can see that MC's killed off 8 SCVs. And right now it's only 19 for Puma. His economy is still up there. He's got mules. It's helping him out a ton. MC's 39 probes are going to run around and just basically stay in his main. He might as well take 10 of those and just bring them down to here to get a little bit extra economy. And oh, goodbye Sentry. Oh, that's so not good. Goodbye to that probe. Where are those observers? There are 2 observers. There is the observer that is needed for MC. And now we see that some of those probes are taking hits, but the problem is Puma needs to target fire some of those probes to get the kills. But he's going to lose the Banshee. Yes. Oh, that's not good. He did a little bit of damage, but the problem is that there's still full saturation for oGsMC in that main base, and now this natural is done. It's going to be expansion. There's still no expansion. Just wave number 2 out from Puma. No upgrades for these Marines though. No stim, no combat shield, no +1/+1, nothing. Now MC does have Pond on here, which is spy for drops that aren't going to be happening. Oh, Puma just moved this guy a little bit to the left. You'll be able to see this probe, but this probe's going to go ahead and meet an untimely end anyway. So now Puma has got 20 less food count, but he also has almost 20 fewer SCVs. So both these guys just traded a worker for a worker, and MC's got a fair bit of damage done to some of these Stalkers. That guy literally has 1 health left. That sucks for him. Now, oh my god, more SCVs are being brought here. They're not on auto repair though. Puma's going to have at the very least 1 point defense drone with this Raven, which would be very, very nice. We do see still those same 3 immortals plus another one though. There is the siege mill going down there. That's going to be a lot of damage. Oh, Raven's got to be careful. Where's the point defense drone? There it is. In a very interesting spot. Banshees are being cloaked. 2 Banshees are there. Both are cloaked. You can see the Immortals are target firing down those siege tanks, doing very, very well. A lot of Marines are here, but it looks like MC's going to be able to defend this once again, maybe, but no, my god, no, there's just too many Marines. There are also the 2 cloaked Banshees, the point defense drone, doing so much, but goodbye to the Immortals. Oh, this is not looking good anymore for MC. This natural expansion is getting ignored, and now we're seeing he's in the main base. That is so not good. MC's trying to chrome set as much as they can, but he's trying to warp in units here on the left. You can see he's about to have a charge. Oh, it's a perfect timing to hit. The charge is not going to be there, and oh no, his pylon is all it's powering those top units. Looks like charge is going to actually be able to complete. There is charge complete. There's another point defense drone being called down. Every single one of those Stalkers are going to be completely worthless until this point defense drone is down to 0, and there we go. Now we're seeing moving forward, but the cloaked Banshee is still there. You can see there's still the presence of those observers, but oGsMC is almost nothing. He's got no energy left on this Banshee to actually have him cloak, but it's not going to matter because there's another point defense drone down there that's helping out. Oh my god, this is just insane as MC is trying to defend as much as possibly can. Puma has been on one base for almost 20 minutes now. MC's just transferring all those probes down there, but the problem is that, well, MC's about to lose every single one of his Stalkers. He's microing incredibly well, trying to snipe off his Banshee, but the DPS is incredible. You can see those Zealots are getting choked down in there, only 1 attack at a time, and that is just not going to work. There are no medevacs out here, but there's so many Marines. MC is microing to his so much. Look at these guys' APMs, they're both over 260, which is incredible. And now Puma's just going to move down here. I'm surprised he's not taking out this Robo or the pylons down. He's going to try and work on these units all at once. We can see that there is another Banshee down here taking out so many more of these units. This point defense drone has been able to actually get a lot more of its energy back. And now there are all of those pros going to come in to start attacking and this is going to be it. There's no way that MC can come back from this. And you can see that Puma almost mined out, but always just float off. This is going to be insane. There is another cloak happening, and the target firing of those of the stalker. There's GG from MC. So now we're going to go on to game number 3 with MC down 0-2. And EGPuma playing incredibly well. That was an incredibly strong one-base push. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm looking forward to game number 3.